Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to Ask That Podcast on YouTube. I'll set that down. Let me get this thing's autofocusing a bunch. Let's just oh, there we go. What this is? Wesley Snipes, Stephen Dorff, Blade. Okay, people will argue it. No, this wasn't the start of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It is in a way. This was the first Marvel movie to come out. This came out in '98, so this is pre X Men, pre Spider Man, and this was a huge ass hit. It was not expected to be. I don't think the Spider-Man movie was expected to be as big a hit as it was. And they actually took the character of Blade and just updated him for modern day. It's such a cast. Okay. Of course, you got Wesley Snipes as Blade. He did 3 of these. There's a Blade anime cartoon. And then there was a Blade TV show with sticky fingers. That was not real good. What's our extras? Audio commentary by cast and crew. Featurettes. La Magra, Designing Blade, Origins of Blade, a look at Dark Comics, The Blood Tide, and theatrical trailer. It's a bare bones DVD. It was a cutout somewhere. I didn't pay much for this. This is an old new one. New one doesn't exist. I don't know who has this now. Nothing fancy to it. I remember going to see this opening night. And it's one of those where I think opening night it did okay, and then word of mouth got out and everybody went and saw it like the Saturday night. Because Blade, outside of hardcore comic fans, he was not known. Because by this time, 98. The Night Stalkers comic and the Blade solo series that came out of when Ghost Rider came back in the 90s, they brought Blade and all them back as part of the Night Stalkers. That ended in 96, probably. I don't think there'd been a Blade comic in quite a few years. And the character looked different than this. And they kind of, it's partially because of Wesley Snipes. He loves martial art films. They kind of put a martial art style into it. I knew I was going to love the movie when right after it starts off, you got Tracy Lord luring this guy in the back of like this, looks like a meat processing plant. And there's like a rave you think going on. They turn on the sprinklers and like blood's flying down. They're all vampires besides one guy. I was like, fuck, it's Tracy Lord. She's a vampire. This is badass. I went and saw this opening night. It was great. I could actually remember the next day going to the comic shop. Like 3 of us had seen it. I'm like, y'all gotta go see this. I don't know, Blake. Don't worry about if you don't know the character. It's really good, really well done. Chris Christopherson was it Whistler? Very well as it. Brad Dorff, of course, Deacon Frost, who was from the comic. Whistler, I don't really remember being from the comic. Just well done. Good effects work. Who did the effects in this? Donald Lowe. I forgot he's in this as one of the lackeys and shit. Oh, man. Wish I found this extremely cheap. It started off the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Even though they don't really count this one, there's 3 of them, but they're not considered part of what we got going now with the Avengers and all, even though they could. I mean, it wouldn't be hard to put Blade in, but Snipes is too old to play him. They probably wouldn't want to pay what he wants. Sticky fingers. Blade's one of those odd things where, okay, the first one's enjoyed by pretty much everybody. Almost as many, more people seem to love the second one. I'm not a fan of the second one. It was like Guillermo del Toro. It just didn't work for me. The third one is usually hated. I enjoyed the fuck out of it. But it was also, that was like the first time Ryan Reynolds was in a Marvel movie. That and Deadpool. And then he played Green Lantern. Jesus, dude's all over. It's kind of like Chris Evans, being in The Losers and being in Captain America. Just crazy shit. I can't remember the lead female love interest's name. There is a cut scene that is not on this for some reason. It was on maybe the Laserdisc, where the lead female is going through Whistler's shop and finds like cherubs in a jar or something like that. It's very short. I remember seeing it somewhere. And it could have just been, there was always the cons back in the day. Somebody would get this shit off Laserdisc and all the deleted scenes and compile it and show it like off of VHS tapes. So it could have been that. I'm not sure. This should not be much. You could probably get all 3 of these for extremely cheap. I'm probably, since I'm getting the third, I might as well get the second. I'll probably look for a set of all of them, but anybody else other than remember Blade? Remember how much fun Blade was? Just a great film. Great film. Too bad the TV series was kind of janky. The animes, it's okay. It ain't real good. It was a series too, because it aired on G4. There's like 6 episodes. They did a bunch of. There was like a X-Men one, an Iron Man one, and I don't remember any of them being really that good. I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here, everybody. So remember, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share them. For comments, do you consider this part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe? It is the first one of this. I mean, before this, what had hit theaters? The FF McCormick never came out officially. Did the Dolph Lundgren Punisher actually hit any theaters? I think it might have got a very limited run. Oh, before that, the earliest one I can think of before that would be Howard the Duck, and that's 86, 85, 86, 87, somewhere around there. So, yeah, 98. And if you count this as the first of the new one, they've been on for 22 years, almost 23. Wow. Wow, that just blows my mind. As a kid, I wouldn't have thought there'd be this many. I remember the Howard the Duck film being made. It's a Marvel comic movie. Oh, fuck yeah. DC always gets this shit. And then we got Blade. I'm like, okay, it's going to be like Howard the Duck. It ain't going to do real good, but I'm going to enjoy the fuck out of it. And I'm like, holy fuck, it did good. It got a sequel. It got another sequel. It got a fucking TV show. But they mentioned Moon Knight of all people. Sorry, I'm rambling. I'm out of here, everybody. Bye-bye.